welcome back to our channel. How you man feeling? You alright, yeah?
Bro, I'm good, you know. I'm good, man. There's a lot been happening recently since the last link up.
Yeah.
A lot's been happening, man. What you saying though, Jess?
Yeah, not too much, man. Obviously, just been the usual working from home. We're still in this whole quarantine situation, but you know, we're living through, pulling through.
We're going into a second lockdown. I don't even want to touch on COVID like that, but
I don't know, I mean, I think we're going into a second lockdown. People are telling me apparently it's not happening yet, just because of the economy and everything, but I think it is, I think we're going to go into a second lockdown.
yeah. What were they saying that because now they're doing the 10 p.m. curfew thing. They're trying to push that back to 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
I heard that. There's little speculations in it, but that might just be people chatting shit.
It's not gonna.
That's
not gonna work.
Makes no sense. We must have a full lockdown. We must have a full lockdown. If we're gonna have a 6 p.m. thing, we might as well just say we can't go anywhere because what's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's dead.
I mean, the internet's still going crazy, man. We've got a couple beef.
Yeah,
There's a couple.
That's a
Couple mad thing going on.
A few mad thing, a couple.
I woke up to a madness. There were shots fired. Chip Diddy was active, but he was hungry for this, man.
It was crazy. So we're gonna be talking about the Chip and Stormzy situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen the music video. The response that Chip said. He said 2 tracks straight down. So obviously we're gonna be talking about that today. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? What's going on? What do you guys think of the? He dropped 2 tunes. He dropped Flower, and what was the other one?
He dropped 2 things. He dropped Flowers and he dropped Killer MC.
Oh, okay.
Didn't really want to be a Killer MC, but man,
that makes so much
Killer
sense.
MC. Why is it always Chip?
Which one was first? Killer MC? I feel killing him.
Alright.
Alright.
The violations.
I see what is going on.
Obviously, it was. I think Killer MC was more like a track. It was more like a tune rather than a straight sending.
Yeah.
And then obviously Flowers was more like straight direct.
It's like direct, but no red to indirect, but this is straight.
Yeah.
I thought it's Black Lives Matter, what you saying? Mine don't, let's catch him before he touches my wide. You know I'm cold, right today, March tomorrow. It's confusing at this rate, it's like I'm black and he's black, but in a way darker place.
Well, if in the beginning of the beef, like, is it clear to you, man? Do you understand how? I just heard a couple of stories.
I mean, I knew how we got to this because I'd already been following the whole thing. I think like man was just catching little subs and tracks, and it wasn't clear at the time though. Like when Stormzy done the track with Dutch and Tion and them, sending for me.
Oh yeah.
Started as well like that. I was like, okay.
So you said that Chip started first then?
I mean,
yeah. So in kind of like a Chip might have caught wind of a little something. This is off wax though. It's just in the streets. He maybe caught wind of something that Storms might have said, and now he's gone on wax. That's what he does anyway. He just goes on wax and drops little subs here and there.
Yeah. Apparently it was coming from that song, innit? Ways. Apparently it says something.
That was the one.
And then Stormzy obviously heard that song, and apparently he felt like a few things were said about him.
So Stormzy's just literally just responding.
Yeah, so the I Don't Know song was, I think he said a couple of lines that was responding to Chip, with the assumption that Chip was
going after him.
Yeah, going after him. And then I heard apparently then Stormzy contacted Chip in it to talk about the situation.
Yeah.
And then he must have asked for his address in it, like home address and stuff. So Chip apparently said he thought he was gonna come to him like on a man-to-man thing and have a conversation.
Does it really go that way?
But I don't even know. But like that's what I heard in it. And then obviously he pulled up to his crib with a couple goons in a Lamborghini. And
I pulled up in a Lambo. Oh my gosh, bro! What were you trying to do?
Yeah, so it's
a bit bait, innit?
Nice. I don't get it. I mean, okay, did you lot from that video? Can we say they came for beef?
I don't think they came for beef, bro. It's just
could they have just come for conversation, but he came with a backup just in case?
Just in the case.
That's probably what messed up. Because he probably went, let's speak about it. But from what we're seeing, it looks like
he's pulled up with goons, bro. Like,
do they look like goons or just look like normal lads?
Bro, they're just probably guys. I pull up with my boys and we're probably somewhere getting a munch. And it's like, you know what? You see something on Twitter, let's go check this nigga.
But to be fair, obviously, like the way that woman whoever recorded that video was talking. It sounded like they were on crud, innit? So it sounded like they might have been storming.
Yeah.
That shit was
Banging the doors.
staged. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you yet. A part of me feels like this whole thing is a publicity stunt.
publicity.
Like I would not be surprised if Chip and Stormzy sat down, had a conversation. You know what? Let's stir something up in it. Like 2020. To be honest, we need something like this anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
It is good for the
Yeah,
culture.
it's good for the
I'd
culture.
say.
Man.
It's nice for the culture. Like if you remember back in the day regarding the Chip and what's his name, Bugsy Malone.
Yeah.
Right? That beef in
that was
it.
an error.
That was a long time ago, innit? And for us to hear that apparently all of that was staged, like the beginning was staged.
Wait, they said that was staged?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
apparently,
yeah.
Chip contacted Bugsy Malone, like, yo, let's do a friendly clash. And then it just went from there. And obviously, it got real because everyone, like, the both artists know that their careers on the line, innit?
Yeah, so now.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a personal thing because I ain't trying to lose, you ain't trying to lose. And yeah, man, that's where it stemmed from. And if Chip has done that before, I feel like I could do that thing
Do
again.
it again, fam, because more times, yeah, Chip is only like relevant, like on top of the scene when he's clashing, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he make bangers. I listen to Chip like on
But he's not really
his
like
Sweet Boy
consistent
thing.
with his music as much anymore. He's mostly like, he just drops a tune and then does the best.
Drops a mixtape and that's
Yeah,
it.
it's been there for a minute now, so obviously,
Yeah.
so that's so much you can be consistent when you're like, he's been in the game for over 10 years, isn't it?
And obviously he's
quite
got
well,
a
isn't it?
mixtape coming out, so this is like the perfect
It's
time
promo,
for it.
fam.
I think it's promo, man.
it's
Yeah.
promo,
Like,
bro.
it'll be very ironic that, you know, all of a sudden, his mixtape is out and now he's got, you know, the
It even
beat.
says on the beginning of
You mix it out,
yeah, it was like
You mix it, don't
mixtape
forget.
coming soon.
Don't forget.
So I'm like, yo,
Trust
like,
me.
obviously, you know.
Nah, it's all promo, man. I think that man know what they're doing because
Yeah.
I don't see how you can talk to man. You know, if you feel like you've heard something, so you can phone my man up and like, yo, what's
Yeah.
going on? You're not.
Yeah.
You lot, I don't know if you're friends. I can't say you're friends in it, but like, I'm sure you got yourselves on the phone. You speak as grown ass men, but you're hearing one thing, and all of a sudden it's beef, it's clash.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, and what's magic apparently happened in July, innit? Apparently that video was shot in July. So
Yeah.
you waited for a few months.
Wait for a few months, bro.
when your
right
mixtape
timing.
is releasing to bring that out to actually
Yeah,
stereo.
that is.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's mad.
Come on,
They
bro.
might even, from what we know, they might even have had a conversation after that and even like dusted it.
I see
Do you know what I'm saying?
I see my man's response. He someone put a tweet that I was Stormzy so unbothered, and he's come out. I think his manager, his brother, whoever's in the back. He's like potato boys. Man is smiling. He is smiling. He's like, cause bro, they probably have this shit planned out, man.
Yeah,
It's actually mad though because like if you think about it, so do you want Stormzy to reply? What
I
do
do
you
want to
think Stormzy
reply, fam, because it's healthy for the culture, and it's just like there's anticipation for it. So I want him to respond.
Yeah,
I want him to say something back.
And I think it's a good match. Like Chip,
Yeah.
obviously he's known for the clash and he's known for the legs. So is Stormzy. Stormzy is claiming to be king. Obviously after he beat Wiley, now he's sitting at the front. That's what he did.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say Wiley was good enough an opponent. So
Yeah,
I think
so.
I don't
I
think so,
mean,
man.
let's be honest. Okay,
Nah.
you know the Wiley clash and Stormzy. Would you say Stormzy like destroyed Wiley? Because I feel like partially it was a bit biased, didn't it? Because Wiley just got to a point in his career where everyone was starting to find him a bit annoying, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like in the sense of he's
social
always
media
just
and
whining.
and all of that.
And I feel like partially people just didn't want to listen to Wiley, and obviously like Stormzy it's a bit more current in it than Wiley in it. So in terms of the previous generation, don't really understand what Wiley's done in it as much. Sorry, the new generation in it. So I feel like I don't think Stormzy destroyed Wiley personally because Wiley's songs were alright. You know
It was like proper grime.
But they weren't really.
They were grime in it. It's like old school.
But it wasn't really like shots. It was more like you're just dancing around the tune. It's more flow rather than bars compared to Stormzy. Stormzy was actually taking shots in the replies. So I think for me that's why he lost. He wasn't really doing.
I mean, do you remember? Apparently, what was it? Is it he wasn't using the right beat. Stormzy, what it was using
drill.
Stormzy was using drill
It
beats.
was using drill beats, yeah, and then everyone was like, "That's not right."
Yeah, but like if you're doing, bro,
I don't think it matters, to
It's
be
the
fair.
new generation versus the old generation, and like obviously we're in the new generation now. Whereas fans of Wiley are probably not even tuning in to back it, and they're not social media will make it seem like man want to fight, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But what he's saying is, so if the clash does actually happen, who do you think is gonna win?
I mean, I feel like Chip will win, innit? But at the same time, I don't think it's as easy as everyone's making it sound like. I feel like I think what the most important part is the information that they both have of each other, innit? So like if Chip knows something that we don't know about Stormzy and he brings that, obviously the audience, we don't know what's happening in the background.
Yeah.
So like if you think about the previous beef that Chip has had, innit? So the beef between Bugs and Malone and Chipmunk.
Yeah.
Or even Chip and Youngin, innit? And then he drawed out flipping, what's his name? He drawed out Patrick, innit?
Patrick, we say out and now, yeah? Cool, bro. Patrick, what have you done? Oh, no. When I took you on tour, your mom said thank you for bringing my song. Now I gotta bury her song. Damn. Sorry, mom, had to be done.
So he brought out a little information about Tiny Temper, and he bodied Tiny Temper in a beef with Youngin, innit?
Yeah.
That was some information from the background. And then if you remember the Stormzy beef with Wiley, he brought out some information about Wiley's mom in Cyprus.
That's a very important part when you bring out personal information.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're giving us an insight into stuff we don't know about, into the other person's life that we don't know about. It's a bit of a snaky move though.
I feel like you've almost got to do that because then there will be not much to talk about. So it'll affect the other person a bit more. So that's why.
Yeah.
But they should chill with the whole personal thing because if you remember the Drake and
Meek.
I think it was Pusha T.
Pusha
T went a bit too deep with like the info and
that
all
was
that.
mad.
So I think don't do that.
I mean, I forget that though. Like,
I mean, there's no lines though.
don't bring someone's kid if.
Bro,
there's never been any line.
There's no lines. There's no boundary.
like
anything goes, and as long as it's on wax, you say what you want to say.
Yeah, like if you deep it even back before, like in the previous eras, innit, the Tupac and Biggie beef.
Yeah.
They brought out their baby mamas, all of that information, innit? So there's no limits.
I feel like times have sort of changed, and that's why some people do actually complain, like, you know, you went a bit too far. Keep it in the music.
I don't know, bro, but that is the music.
It's still in the music.
That is in the music.
You know, it's
I
just
mean,
like you've done your research, you've got some dirt, now you got material to work with. You know people are gonna gravitate towards the same ways. Like we want to hear this shit.
Yeah, like you know, I think research is a big part of like
it's a big part of beef, bro.
Definitely, but then it makes you kind of like question like if you're friends with someone in the music industry, how much can you let them know about your personal life, innit? Because you might just end up in a
time I come under you, man.
Yeah, and everyone's just clashing every now and then, innit? And it's so consistent.
Yeah, I actually hate that, man. Imagine you actually cool something, an artist and all that. You show them your life and all that.
Yeah.
Trying to make it kind of like say like a big artist here. You get to know them, you get to build a rapport with them, and they know that. You know, you just started in the game. So say now you beef now, they'll be like, oh, I brought you into the game, I showed you everything.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when they do that.
Because
like,
oh,
come on, you don't have to do that. But,
that makes no sense actually. Yeah, when artists do that, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like, how did you get
it kind of does, doesn't it? Because obviously, like, it's a bit mad when someone you introduce now beefing you. So, like,
yeah, but you know, it's the game, you know.
It's like, I think if 50 Cent had that, he had beef with Dre in it at some point, Dr. Dre.
I think they had a little disagreement. I don't think it was beef.
And then even 50 Cent had the beef with the game as well, obviously massive. And technically, 50 Cent could say he brought the game in because obviously he was in G Unit.
Yeah.
But that was some betrayal shit. It just felt like some.
Bro, that was.
Well, you know that's
you.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be vexed.
Nah, that's
situation is a bit mad.
Yeah.
But I think I definitely want Stormzy to reply, man. I think it'd be good for the culture. I think he should. And if you're claiming to be a king, man, you need to step up. Don't act like, I'm rich, I don't have to, I shouldn't get involved in this stuff, let me focus. Nah, man.
We're trying to see that. Like, personally, I don't think, regardless if he loses the beef, people, Stormzy's mainstream, innit? So he's got like mainstream audience, like people that don't really take rap battles serious.
He's still gonna get the Glastonbury bookings.
He's still gonna get all of them bookings anyway. We just need this for the culture, innit? You know what I'm saying?
If anything, it's Chip that needs it more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Chip needs it, but if Chip loses, I think it's worse on him because he's known as that clash guy.
Yeah, and-
Now, if he runs out of bars now,
Yeah,
it's a bit mad.
and if you see the
What
comments,
Chip ran out of bars?
everyone always asking, who's gonna win, Chip or Stormzy, and everyone on the comments that I've seen are saying Chip. So he's got that street level
People are already
already.
like, it's like, it's a given, of course.
Yeah,
It's not this
so-
one, so it's not-
He
So
cannot lose.
if he loses, then it's
Like,
mad
right,
on him.
yeah.
So Stormzy has less to lose, and Chip has more to lose. So I think Stormzy might as well take the challenge, but I don't think it'll be as simple as people make it to be. man.
Is it?
I think it'll be a decent battle, I reckon. Especially
Yeah.
if Stormzy knows some shit that we don't know, innit? Because I'm sure, I mean, he should know something. You know what I'm saying? Because they were cool, and they were cool for Stormzy and Chip were quite good, innit?
Yeah.
So hopefully he has some inside information that he can, tell us, innit? Because we don't really know much about Stormzy's personal stuff.
Yeah, not really, to be fair.
mean,
Not really.
I can see.
Except for what Wiley told us in his diss tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much. Man keeps his life very private. Anyone on socials like that.
I feel like the most Chip, I mean, from what I think, maybe if he brought some Jammer bars into the thing, and I think.
Well, he's
that might
already
he
done
dropped
that.
that though, didn't
He dropped that on Flowers, isn't
be-
it?
I know, true,
Yeah.
still, yeah.
So you can't really say.
Should be
That's why
more-
I was thinking,
Oof.
did Chip
Yeah,
go all
yeah,
out
fam.
on the first two
I
tracks?
think he's still got a couple
Nah,
bars.
he's hiding something, man.
He's still got more bars.
Chip is quite, he's strategic, innit?
Right.
Yeah, he's actually
probably
quite smart
recorded
with
it.
the
Yeah.
rest of the rhythms.
I swear this guy's already prepared bars
Yeah.
to defend himself.
Yeah.
That's the most.
I think he's got
He's
pre-written
very
bars.
calculated, he
He's
is.
got pre-written bars, like in the sense of, I feel like before this guy even goes into a rap battle, he's got like a template as well and a catalog for bars to beef people in a rap battle.
No one
You
will
know
do
what I'm
that
saying?
guy.
So yeah, man, like,
From a-
it'll be nice though.
From a business point of view, though, do you think it makes sense for Stormzy to flag? Because I'm just thinking he probably won't respond to this
Because it
because
won't
he's
make
so
a difference,
mainstream.
So
If anything,
You
just
think- 'cause
that's it.
You know how the media might spin it in a way that it has a negative effect. Because now I'm already seeing little things like
Stormzy going into things, yeah.
you get what I mean. It's like they're pulling up in cars to.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what I mean? If you see a video of 4 man pulling up to a crib
Yeah.
all blacked out, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
They're painting this whole thing in a bad way already.
But I think someone said like, why are people mad when, like rappers are always saying like, they're always saying that they're doing this gang stuff,
Yeah.
like pulling up in someone's yard, and people used to get mad that people are rapping on like they're beefing on tracks, but not actually going to face to deal with it.
Yeah.
Stormzy just went to go do that, and now people are hating on him for
I saw that
doing what he
comment actually.
says. So it's like,
I mean, not like that.
Can't
No,
win.
like I feel like it's gotta be a mutual thing first, isn't it? Like
Just pull up to my
it's
crib,
not just
bro.
one
Yeah.
pull up and then.
I think he should have told him like, yeah, I'm coming to your yard rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
announce, because I think they had to kick him out.
That's a bit mad though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you pull up in my yard, I probably won't be in it. You
Bro,
waste your time in it.
if I'm in- I'm in Russia, bro. Don't. Even if I'm in the crib, I'm not opening the door. 4 of you, man, just man.
Yeah.
bro,
I don't even know
open the
your
door,
man.
fam.
So what you doing that for?
Like, are they gonna break down the door or something, man? Like,
Do so.
it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. I feel like, and obviously Chip is saying that he passed addressing it on a friendly thing. So
Yeah.
like, it's a bit mad how you're gonna roll up with 4 man.
Pull up with 4 man, bro.
Trying to
That's
threaten him. or
where
something.
I disagree, like, on what he's done.
Yeah, it's a bit mad still.
But-
But what do you think is the future of Chip and Stormzy? Like, is there gonna be beef? Are they gonna squash
Nah.
it?
Well, you gotta remember Chip took 4 months to reply to, was it Bugsy?
Yeah.
So, he has a right to take his time.
He actually does. He actually does because
So-
if you actually deep it, I think I saw a post one of that Chipmunk posted. It was like, "Oh, I'm waiting. It'll be nice to see a response in 24 hours. Like, let's see if you can do that kind of thing." And obviously, like Stormzy's not on that. Innit? Like, clearly, he's not.
He was busy. He was in the fashion show the day before.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
he's like, I'll do what I want, kind of thing.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, like, who would you say is on the diff? Because with the Bugsy thing, you know that Bugsy came for Chip, so like he had the right to take his
Yeah.
time and drop a response.
Yeah,
But
true.
who's on the defense here and who's on the attack? Like, who came for who?
I
still haven't figured that
I
out.
hear that. That's an interesting one still.
It's a mess because
Yeah.
it looks like Chip kind of started.
You think?
And then
I mean,
Stormzy just.
I think it looks like Chip started still. I mean,
I'm not too clear on how it
he
started.
did, didn't
Well,
it?
it's
He
not-
did
But
start.
obviously, after what Stormzy pulled off with the whole going to that guy's yard,
Yeah. Okay,
it
that's
looks
a bit,
like, you know,
you're
he's
taking
that
it a
line.
bit too far now. Because there was before it was just petty shots in it. It was just like subliminals.
Yeah.
If you catch wind of it and take the indirects in it, but I'm not calling you. I'm not saying I'm sending for you.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, bro, like your girl, this, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think people that we say started is the first person to release this song, because that's where the musical sort of battle starts
from. Man.
So like,
I really think that Stormzy should reply. The way he came in, he almost can't avoid it. He can't avoid it.
I don't know, like, it feels like Stormzy's like just joking about though. It feels like he's not taking it serious. Even the whole, when he came with 4-man, obviously it was a 4-man, didn't it? It looked like they were on crowd, but at the same time, it was kind of like mockery.
It's a joke thing. First of all, you pull up in a Lambo. Obviously, you can't do that if you have a Lambo, but like you pull up in a Lambo 4-man. They went Essex. My man
Essex. Oh shit, yeah, it's funny.
You know, you're just mocking it already. Like you're not. It's not. It's a joke thing.
And I think he was like, he told that girl at that moment. I told him to call me in it. I'm thinking, right, like. And he said it in a jokey manner, like, it's in the laugh, like, it wasn't a serious thing.
On smoke, like,
you know what I'm saying?
If it gets out of hand, it is what it is, but we're not actually here for beef per se. I'm just here to intimidate you, type of.
Basically, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. It was just wanted to second man in it with like 4-man. It's like talking to man, but obviously, like, that's not.
So you saying he might? So you guys are saying that he's not going to reply then?
Probably not.
It might not. I mean, he hasn't said nothing about it. Like the Wiley situation, how long did it take for Stormzy to reply to Wiley? Like, if you remember, I don't.
No, it happened in weeks, isn't it? Like,
it happened.
It happened like bang, 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 bang.
It was like quick, innit? Quick response. It was like, wasn't it 24 hours or something? Or it was fairly quick.
It was
like,
very quick, but I think it was for Storm. I'm just thinking from Stormzy's perspective. Wiley ain't really. You know, bro, let's just wrap this up quickly.
Yeah, he just did a lot.
And I think Stormzy knew so much information about Wiley's family, bro.
And he was confident that
he knew that, okay, I've got shit on this guy that I can use, innit? He talked about his Wiley's brother or something, like, and then he talked about the family, bro. It was a mad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, he talked about the mom. So, he knew he had a bad boy piece of information. That's what I'm saying. So, obviously, he was like, you know what? This should be a light one, innit? Let me go for it. And obviously, Wiley is not in his prime no more. So, man's like late 40s or something.
What did man them expect from that one?
He's on stuff, so obviously, man jumped on it. So obviously, he knows that Chip is ready in it. So
this is more like
scared of it still.
There's a lot more can come from this. Like a lot, you know, you can make money. We can make money off this, bro.
They can
definitely.
So let's stretch it out. What's the point of?
And 2020 is dead, man. Like
I mean, he doesn't really need the money. But
I don't need it, but bro,
just do it.
Money's money in it. Like.
Just do it for the culture, man.
Do it for the culture. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
exactly,
Let's
man.
have some fun, bro.
Guess we'll see. But I don't really. If he is gonna reply, maybe in a week.
Yeah.
You reckon?
If he doesn't reply in a week, then it's done.
Man, might even allow it. I don't know when we'll see. We'll see what happens. Man. It's highly anticipated.
But don't forget, obviously, it took a lot for Stormzy to even reply to Wiley at first, but because he was pressuring him so much, Wiley.
And then the whole he was peppering him on socials, fam.
He had to.
It was like Stormzy, let's clash.
Mike. I know Mike. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So he did go ham. I don't think Chip is bothered like that to do it. Most he can do is
man, it would be nice, man. I want to see what's happening.
Yeah, man.
Also, I just want to find out, man, like who would win in it, because you never know, it might be a bit close, and we want to see something, man. We just want some action in it in this COVID times, innit? We want something, and everyone's at home right now. And imagine we're probably going to a second lockdown. So if they release that and we're all watching, that's amazing,
bro. That's amazing. Entertainment,
you know
I just want to
watch that. You know what I'm saying? So
man.
You lot drop us a comment. Who do you think would win if Chipmunk goes against Stormzy, innit?
Chip.
So you lot tell us in it. In the comment section, just write something down, let us know what you think, innit?
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say Chip, but it won't be an easy road. But
Chips,
man.
I think it'll be exciting, that's what I know. It'll go down in history. I think it'll be a big one, innit? Definitely. Yeah, you guys let us know what you think about what we just said. Write down your comments in the comment section below. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, share it to your friends and family. Yeah, man. Do your thing, guys. Do your thing. We've done our bit. It's time for you to do your bit.
You know what it is? I'm a product of my environment.